You are 23 years old, and you just made $340 in 47 minutes. You are sitting in your bedroom, the chart is still open, and you are absolutely certain that you have figured something out that most people never figure out. You do not know yet that this moment, this exact feeling, is the most dangerous place a trader can be. You do not know that the market just introduced itself in the worst possible way. You do not know what the next 5 years of your life are actually going to look like. The first level has no official name. Most traders who survive long enough to look back on it call it the honeymoon. You found trading through a video or a post or someone you follow online who showed their account balance like it was nothing. You downloaded a platform. You watched some tutorials. You opened a small account, and within the first few weeks you had at least one trade that worked so cleanly it felt like reading the future. That trade is a trap. Not because someone said it, because your brain recorded it as evidence of something that is not yet true. At this level, you are not trading a system. You are trading a feeling. You enter because something looks right. You exit because something feels wrong. You have no defined risk per trade. You have no rules about when to sit out. You move between indicators constantly because each new one feels like it might be the missing piece. You are not building a process. You are collecting opinions about the market and calling it a strategy. The account is growing in your head faster than it is growing in the platform. The first real loss comes, and it does not feel like information. It feels like a mistake that needs to be corrected immediately. So you enter again. This is the beginning of revenge trading, and it is the single most common way that early accounts get destroyed. The logic feels completely sound in the moment. You lost money on that trade, so you need to make it back, and the market is still open. So there is still a chance. What you do not realize yet is that you are no longer trading the market. You are trading your own emotional state against the market. Those are two completely different activities with two completely different outcomes. 3 months in, the account is down. Not catastrophically, but noticeably. You start spending more time on forums and social media looking for answers. This is where the second trap lives. You find traders who are vocal about their wins and quiet about their losses. You find systems being sold as solutions. You find people with expensive courses and highlight reels of green days who present their results without context, without drawdown history, without any of the information that would actually help you evaluate whether what they are teaching works. You buy something anyway. Most traders at this level do. The course gives you a new vocabulary: support and resistance, risk to reward, confluence. You feel educated now. You go back to the charts with fresh confidence. The first few trades with the new system work. Then, the drawdown starts again, and the confidence drains out faster than it arrived. This is the pattern that defines the first level. Not one big catastrophic failure, but a slow cycle of hope and erosion that repeats until either the account hits zero or something in you changes fundamentally enough to break the loop. The traders who make it to level 2 are not the ones who found a better strategy at level 1. They are the ones who got tired of losing in the same way repeatedly and finally decided to study the losses instead of trying to outrun them. That shift sounds small. It is not small. It is the entire difference between a trader who washes out and a trader who eventually develops a real edge. You cannot fix what you refuse to examine carefully and honestly. Level 2 begins with a journal, not a trading journal in the sense of recording your entries and exits, though that is part of it. A real journal. What you were thinking before the trade, what you were feeling, what the setup looked like and why you took it, what actually happened, and what the gap was between what you expected and what the market delivered. This journal will become the most valuable document in your trading career, and for the first 6 months of keeping it, you will hate writing in it, because it forces you to see your own patterns with a clarity that is uncomfortable. At level 2, you also start to understand what risk management actually means in practice. At level 1, you heard the phrase and nodded along. At level 2, you understand it from the inside out, because you have now experienced what happens to an account when you do not apply it. You start capping your risk per trade. 1% of account size, sometimes less. It feels constraining. It feels like you are deliberately limiting your upside. That feeling is wrong, and it takes time to understand why. The cap is not limiting your upside. It is keeping you alive long enough to develop an upside worth protecting. Position sizing becomes something you think about before every trade, rather than something you adjust emotionally based on how confident you feel. Confidence is not a valid input into a position sizing calculation. The market does not care how confident you are. It does not reward certainty. It rewards process applied consistently over a large enough sample of trades that the edge embedded in the process has room to materialize. That sample size is larger than most traders think. You need hundreds of trades minimum before your results tell you anything reliable about your system. The concept of expectancy enters your vocabulary at this level, and it changes how you see everything. Expectancy is the average amount you can expect to make per trade when your system is applied correctly over time. It accounts for your win rate and your average win size and your average loss size together as a single number. A system with a 40% win rate can have a strongly positive expectancy if the average win is significantly larger than the average loss. A system with a 70% win rate can have a negative expectancy if the losses are large and the wins are small. Win rate alone tells you almost nothing about whether a system is worth trading. You backtest your strategy for the first time at level 2. You go back through historical charts and apply your rules mechanically and record what would have happened. This process is slow and tedious, and some traders skip it entirely because they would rather trade live than sit with old charts. The traders who skip it are denying themselves the only honest answer to the most important question in trading. Does this system actually have an edge, or does it just feel like it does? The feeling and the data are two different things, and the data is the only one that matters. By the end of level 2, your account is not growing fast. It might not be growing at all, but it is no longer in free fall. You have developed something you did not have before, a baseline of consistency. You take similar-sized losses. You are not doubling down after bad trades. You are following rules more days than you are breaking them. This is not exciting. This is not the version of trading you imagined when you started, but it is the foundation that everything real gets built on, and without it, nothing you learn next will stick. Level 3 is where trading stops feeling like a game and starts feeling like work. Real, demanding, repetitive, unglamorous work. You are no longer chasing excitement. You are no longer impressed by big green candles. You have watched enough charts that you understand what is happening in the market at a structural level, and that understanding has made the whole thing feel less like a mystery and more like a system with tendencies. Tendencies are not guarantees, but they are real and they are exploitable if you are disciplined enough to wait for them. Your patience has developed significantly by level 3. You have learned through repeated painful experience that forcing trades is one of the most expensive habits a trader can have. The market does not reward participation. It rewards selectivity. The trader who takes 3 high-quality setups a week and manages them well will outperform the trader who takes 15 mediocre setups every single week across any meaningful time horizon. You know this now not as a concept, but as a lived reality etched into your trading history through months of data you collected yourself. You start understanding market structure at a deeper level at this stage, not just higher highs and higher lows as a definition, but what those patterns mean in terms of where institutional money is positioned and what needs to happen before a genuine trend continuation is possible. You understand that the market does not move in straight lines because it is irrational. It moves in waves because large participants cannot enter and exit positions all at once. The pullback inside an uptrend is not a sign of weakness. It is the accumulation phase that loads the next leg. Seeing it that way changes every decision you make. Emotions are still present at level 3, but they are no longer in control of your decisions. You feel the pull to overtrade after a good day. You feel the pull to revenge trade after a bad one. You feel the pull to hold a winner past your target because it feels like it could go further. You feel all of it. The difference now is that you have a system, and the system has a rule for each of those moments, and you follow the rule because you have enough data from your own trading history to trust the rule more than you trust the feeling. This is one of the most significant developments in a trader's career, and it does not happen overnight. Level 4 is profitability. Sustained, documented, repeatable profitability over a period long enough to contain multiple market conditions. Not a good month, not a strong quarter, A full year or more of positive results across trending markets and ranging markets and volatile markets and dead markets. This level is where most aspiring traders aim and where very few arrive, because the path requires surviving everything that comes before it without giving up or blowing up along the way. At level 4, your relationship with money has changed completely. In the early levels, every trade was personal. The money felt like it represented you. A win meant you were smart. A loss meant you were failing. At level 4, the money is a tool, and the trades are data points, and neither one carries any emotional weight beyond what your risk management system assigns to it. This psychological shift is not something you can manufacture artificially. It develops through volume and time and the slow accumulation of enough experience that the market loses its power to destabilize you emotionally. You are now trading a properly funded account, either your own capital that you grew carefully or a funded account through a proprietary trading firm that allocated to you after you demonstrated consistent results and a structured evaluation. The prop firm route became popular for good reason. It allows traders who have developed real skill but do not have large capital to access significant buying power without risking money they do not have. The trade-off is that the firms have rules, drawdown limits, daily loss limits, consistency requirements. For a trader at level 4, those rules are not restrictions. They are almost identical to the rules you already follow because your own system requires them. Your weekly review process at level 4 is more detailed than most people would believe. You are not just reviewing your trades, you are reviewing your process. You are asking whether you followed your rules on every trade, regardless of whether the trade was profitable. A trade that broke your rules and made money is not a good trade. It is a dangerous trade because it rewards the wrong behavior and makes the next rule violation more likely. A trade that followed your rules and lost money is a good trade. The loss is expected within your system's parameters. You take it and move on without any emotional residue. Risk management at level 4 has expanded beyond individual trade sizing. You are now thinking about correlation between positions. If you are long 2 currency pairs that both move against the dollar, you are not in 2 trades. You are in one concentrated trade expressed across 2 instruments. You are thinking about maximum portfolio drawdown across all open positions simultaneously. You are thinking about how your strategy performs in high volatility environments versus low volatility environments, and whether your sizing needs to adjust based on current market conditions. These are the variables that separate serious traders from people who happen to be profitable for a while. Level 5 exists, and very few people reach it. At level 5, you are not just trading a system. You are the system. You have enough experience with enough market conditions across enough instruments that your read of the market has internalized years of pattern recognition into something that operates faster than conscious analysis. You see a setup, and you know before you finish analyzing it whether it is valid or not. This is not intuition in the mystical sense. It is pattern recognition built from an enormous volume of deliberate practice and honest self-evaluation over years. At level 5, you have also confronted the ceiling of retail trading honestly. You understand that there is a size at which your own entries and exits begin to move price in the instruments you trade. You understand that scaling further requires either moving into less liquid instruments where size is harder to deploy, or transitioning your capital into a structure that allows you to access institutional-level execution. Some traders at this level move into managing outside capital. Some move into proprietary desks. Some stay retail but diversify across more instruments to deploy their capital without impacting their own fills. The version of trading at level 5 looks nothing like what you imagined when you were sitting in that bedroom at 23 with $340 in unrealized profit and absolute certainty in your eyes. The excitement is gone, not because trading stopped being interesting, but because the emotional volatility that retail traders confuse with engagement has been replaced by something quieter and more durable. Consistency, a process that works, a set of rules that you trust, a relationship with risk that is completely functional and completely devoid of ego. The traders who make it all the way through every level share one characteristic above everything else. They treated every loss as a tuition payment towards something they were genuinely committed to understanding. They did not quit after the account went down. They did not chase after each new system when the current one had a drawdown. They stayed with the process long enough to find out whether the process worked. And the ones who built something real found out that it did, but only after they stopped expecting the market to reward them for showing up and started earning the edge through the only currency the market actually accepts: time, data, honesty, and discipline applied without exception across every single trade, regardless of how it feels. You are still at your desk. The chart is still open. Somewhere, a 23-year-old just made $340 in 47 minutes and is feeling exactly what you felt. You know something now that you did not know then. That feeling is the starting gun, not the finish line, and everything that comes after it is the actual race.